All right, let's get started. Sentence screen fitting. Go. Given a rows times column screen and a sentence represented by a list of non-empty words, find how many times the given sentence can be fitting on the screen. Note, a word cannot be split into two lines. All right. So the order of words in a sentence must remain unchanged, and two consecutive words in a line must be separated by a single space. And total words in a sentence won't exceed 100, and length of each word is greater than 10 and greater than 0 and won't exceed 10. So one less than rows and columns. So rows and columns are more than 1 and less than 20,000. Okay, so right now, let's take a look at the examples. So we have 2 and 8, which is 16. 16 is the production. And so if we have hello world in a sentence, since we have 2 rows and each row has 8 columns, each row can only contain one word of hello in world, because we can't fit in hello space world in one sentence on one row, on this particular row. So we have 3, 6 and A, B, C, D, E. So we have A space, B, C, D space, and put a E and space, A space, space, space. Well, the reason why we have 3 spaces is because we have B, C, D right after A. So we can't put a 3-letter word right after A. So, and then space, E space. So in this case, we can only put 2 sentences, all right? So say we have rows 4 and 5, so each row has 5 columns, so it should have 5 spaces. And we put I had apple pie, pineapple, pen. Okay, I have apple pie, I had space, right? So it's pretty straightforward. If you can fit in a sentence if you can fit in a word, so if you can't fit in a word, if you have to break a word to fit in a sentence, you have to put this word into the next line. So right now, all right, it took us 4 minutes to warm up. So right now, so right now, what we can think of is we can go through every row and then we can go through every row and then put in each word that we iterate through the dictionary. And as soon as we check every time we put in the word, we're gonna check if this current word has reached the end of has it go over the length of the sentence, all right? I mean the length of the current row. So the runtime of this is, say we have n words, all right? So we have n words, and the length of each word is m, all right? So for every word we have to check. So for every word we have to check n times. Well, actually not necessarily. We only need to check once because we need to check the length. We are not going through the entire word. So I'm thinking, so for every row, so say the runtime is x times y times x times y, because we have to go through every single column, right? So for this, in this case, is x times y times, we have to check every word. So times, well, actually it's x times y because we have to go through every cell. So let me check. All right, I got guess. So I think this is not the best solution because, well, this solution, well, everybody can think of this solution. So can we improve this? Can we improve this? The answer is yes. We can improve from m times n. M is row, number of rows, and n is number of columns, to, I think it's to big over n. So how so? So at the end of the day, what we care about is if a sentence can be fit into this current row, right? So what the heck? Never mind, somebody just texted me. And shit. All right. Where am I? Okay, yeah. So I don't have much time. Okay. So right now, what we need to do is to get the length of the entire sentence. So okay, let's get started. So string. Let's get whole sentence. Oh, you know what? Let's just get sentence. Well, you know, that's overlap. So it's a whole sentence, all right? Okay, is equal to string join. I think this is the function where you can concatenate a list of strings, an array of strings, plus this. So, and we need the length, which is sentence length, is equal to whole sentence dot length. So what we need to do is we are trying to get the length of the overall sentence divided by the length of the sentence length, like this length right now, what we have right now. Okay, so now, so we can start by doing this. So I is equal to, I is row, I 0, I less than, say, rows, right? And I plus plus. So now we need the, just like I said, we need length of the total length, all right? We need the total length, which is 0. So we're going to use total length to divide it by sentence length. Okay, so we have for this and total length plus columns, and then if total length, if, so we're going to say whole sentence character. Okay, so if whole sentence, if, well, first of all, we gotta make sure that this doesn't go over, well, actually, no. So if whole sentence character at this position, which is total length mode sentence length is equal to space. That's what we want, right? So we are going to increase length because it means that now we reaches the end of the row, but since we append space to the sentence, to the end of the sentence, we need to plus plus to compensate that, to compensate the loss of the space, right? So else, so which means it's not equal to, which means it's just not, this is not this is not equal to space. So else for I, well, while I is, well, not, actually, you know what? So while length, the total length is larger than 0, and the so we're gonna subtract it, right? So whole sentence chart at total length -1. So in this case, we are getting the character of this total. Okay, so it's, well, it's not equal to space. Okay, so what we're gonna do is total length, well, minus minus, until we reach the previous space, right? So right now we're in the middle of a word, right? We're in the middle of the word, so we're gonna move the one space, we're gonna move one column at a time to move to the space. So all right, so yes, I think that's correct. So now, what do we do after this? We just simply return total length divided by sentence length, right? Because this is guaranteed gonna be a, excuse me, this is gonna be a whole number, because we only increase the total length as long as that's by the length of the words, if you know what I mean. So we have 2 minutes. Let me check. Compilation error. Not stupid method. Let me see. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! Join. Oh, okay. Alright, so delimiter and turn screen elements. Okay, so it's backward, upside down. So it should be space and sentence. Okay, let's check. One. So let's check if it's correct. Accepted. Perfect. So it took us, well, almost 15 minutes to finish this. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.